अभी नहीं, बुखार कम नहीं हुआ।
तो
खाने में थोड़ा
अपने सेहत का ध्यान रखिए और थोड़ा आराम कीजिएगा। और मैं आपको तो
हेलो, हाँ सूरज भाई, अरे मैं इधर आए रहे प्रथमेश सर, आओ क्या अंदर में।
जरा थोड़ी देर बाद रुकिए ना, यहाँ पर पेशेंट के साथ बात कर रहा हूँ मैं। जरा रुकिए बात प्लीज।
So sir, this is basically something like a device in which you can quickly send some signals across.
Have you spoken to any doctor before making this kind of a device or idea?
मैं एक दिन पहले आई थी। ये मेरा पहले
क्या तकलीफ है आपको?
सर मेरा ना बुखार कम नहीं हो रहा है और
पिछले बार भी आप बुखार के लिए
हाँ बुखार के लिए आई थी और
अभी भी बुखार का
अभी नहीं, बुखार कम नहीं हुआ। खाने में थोड़ा टेस्ट
नहीं आ रहा है
नहीं।
ठीक से?
हेलो, हाँ सूरज भाई, अरे मैं इधर आए रहे प्रथमेश, इधर मैं क्लिनिक में आए रहे। तूने मेरे को बोला था ना डॉक्टर अभिषेक से मिलने के लिए। हाँ हाँ, क्लिनिक में ही हूँ। तूने मेरे को उस दिन बताया था ना प्रोजेक्ट के बारे में, मिलूँ करके सर से। ठीक है, मैं मिलता हूँ, अभी तेरे को बताता हूँ क्या हुआ। चल सर, आओ क्या अंदर में।
जरा थोड़ी देर बाद रुकिए ना, यहाँ पर पेशेंट के साथ बात कर रहा हूँ मैं। जरा रुकिए बात प्लीज। तो मैं एक काम करता हूँ, कोई चिंता वाली ये मैं आपको 2-3 दवाएं लेके देता हूँ। ये अपने काउंटर से ले लीजिएगा।
डॉक्टर साहब आओ क्या।
आइए।
तो सूरज है ना, सूरज,
हाँ
उन्होंने भेजा था मुझे आपके पास। मेरा दोस्त है सर, बहुत अच्छा दोस्त है।
क्या तकलीफ है बताइए।
नहीं सर, कोई तकलीफ नहीं है, कोई तकलीफ नहीं है। थैंक यू सर पूछने के लिए, बट कोई तकलीफ नहीं है सर। बस क्या है कि मैंने एक प्रोजेक्ट बनाया था, मेरे फाइनल ईयर इंजीनियरिंग प्रोजेक्ट। तो उसकी रिगार्डिंग मैंने बनाया था, तो उसको बहुत अच्छा लगा। उसने बोला कि मुझे आपसे मिलने के लिए।
बट ड्यूरिंग पेशेंट कंसल्टेशन आप वैसे घुस जाते हो बिना अपॉइंटमेंट के, बिना कहीं देखे। ये सही बात है क्या?
सॉरी सर, वो मुझे पता नहीं था कि आपका सिस्टम क्या है। कोई मैं बाहर पूछ रहा था, उन्होंने मुझसे बताया। उन्होंने बस बोला कि डॉक्टर साहब अंदर है तो चले जाइए। तो मुझे समझा नहीं सका मेरी।
चलो कोई बात नहीं। What have you made? Can you tell me?
So sir, this is basically something like a device in which you can quickly send some signals across a horizon or a kind of an area.
Have you spoken to any doctor before making this kind of a device or idea?
No sir, nothing to a doctor, nothing like that. It was just a engineering project. My professor told me, and then.
अरे कहना क्या चाहते हो?
Don't you know, if you build any kind of medical device, if you don't speak to the people who are going to use it, people who are not use and experience it on a daily basis, how will you understand the device and where it will be used? If you just build something and give it to me, I'll just put it in some cupboard and keep it away. I'll never use it again. So don't you think speaking to doctors will be really important, doctors and patients in this case?
That's true, sir. I really don't know.
So take this particular example. So for years we have been using this kind of stethoscope, where half of the times less experienced doctors can never hear the sound properly. Engineers and doctors have come together to make this kind of a smart stethoscope, where even the slightest of sound can be amplified with the help of even a speaker. So 200 students can hear the same sound at the same time.
अरे वाह।
So I'll recommend you this one book. Definitely read. This is an interesting book called as Inventing Medical Device by Dr. Jagdish Chaturvedi. So I see that you are very confused in your medical innovation journey. So Dr. Jagdish Chaturvedi himself is a prolific innovator. He has made several innovations for our country and help deploy them throughout the country.
Thank you very much. Thank you. मेरा नाम डॉक्टर जगदीश चतुर्वेदी है and I was born in Bangalore, raised in traffic.
मुझे नहीं पता था सर कि इतना कुछ होता है इंडियन मार्केट में, इंडियन मेडिकल डिवाइसेस में इतना कुछ होता है सर. I really did not know about this. So, just now what you saw was an act which exactly depicted the problem that happens when a medical device is not invented with having a multidisciplinary or an interdisciplinary team. The problem is, which happens is there is only one single perspective that is seen to the problem, but the problem should be multi-dimensional ways of approach. The entire chapter in this particular book, Inventing Medical Devices, the first chapter speaks under the theme of what exact attitude when it comes to medical device innovation. Now, the mindset of the entire ecosystem is set in such a way that they don't actually feel that doctors have the need to innovate. The point over here that which the author is trying to quote is that medical device ecosystem, or when it comes to innovating in this ecosystem, you need to have an interdisciplinary team. So this is the main core essence of the first chapter. This is one of the most common mistakes that entrepreneurs make in today's invention of devices, where they actually don't involve the stakeholders from the very first phase. They make a proof of concept, and that is when then they actually look for feedback. The problem is that the research itself doesn't go in a way that is conducive for the medical healthcare industry. Now, when I speak about engineers innovating in a device, at the same time there is another problem of what happens from the clinician's viewpoint. Now, clinicians generally spend about 8 to 10 years, spending a lot of resources for their own education. So for them, non-clinical activities such as medical device invention is not a particular core focus area for these kind of people. So generally they don't like to innovate, or they feel that going into an innovation is nothing but considered by suicidal. Therefore, clinicians don't consider much towards innovating in medical devices. At the same time, even the problem comes is when somebody needs to go for an entrepreneurship startup journey and they want to involve even engineers, but engineers aren't ready to leave their jobs, because jobs are going to provide them their daily source of income, and leaving their jobs and coming for this is a high risk for them. Therefore, engineers aren't willing to take that kind of a risk. Now, another problem which comes as a challenge while innovating is that clinicians, they first understand the problem and they lock down the entire solution, they lock down on the concept, and they just want a engineering and design industry to come and just develop it for them. And this particular point they are not willing to change. And now engineering and design professionals who actually develop these devices, who design these products for them, charge a hefty amount of money, because of which clinicians don't actually go further with their ideas, and they stop the entire thing with just a proof of concept and prototype. Eventually these kind of inventions die off. They don't even reach the consumer market so that people can actually use these kind of things. Now, another point is that doctors also see that how they can even get grants for inventing in these devices. Now, the ecosystem challenge again comes over here is that these grants aren't much available for openly, but even though if they're available and if a person applies for these grants, the problem is that there's a lot of time that takes for the people to get those grants, and after they get the grants, for implementing them into the products and giving quick prototypes, making quick models, and through which even going for further refining and giving fully finished products takes a huge amount of time. There are startups in the ecosystem which have spent at least 2 to 3 years on R&D, but they aren't able to still launch their product. Now, these are the challenges that comes from the industry point of view. What is the point of the consumer? The consumer feels that if this product is manufactured in India, that means it might have been low quality. But the problem is, if you understand that Indian market also brings a lot of these positivity, because now Indians focus on a lot of quality building, and we can see that how the local ecosystem helping is more necessary during this pandemic. We all witnessed that entire thing. Anyways, but during this time, what startups do is that they try to bring a different approach. They try to release their products in the international markets before launching it in the Indian markets. And for launching it into the international markets, they seek US FDA certifications and CE certifications that confirms the European standards of the building of the products. Now, taking the key takeaways from the first chapter of the book, Inventing Medical Devices. The first key takeaway which I would like to give all of you, all the users, is innovation in medtech cannot be done by one discipline. It requires interdisciplinary combination of perspectives from different fields to come together to make an innovation. The second thing, research should never begin with the researcher. It should start from the user. The third key takeaway is a food for thought for all of you. Today's users look for tomorrow's products. The actionable steps for all of you viewers is these following points. Focus on building an interdisciplinary team first. Take entrepreneurship as your passion initially and then give it full time. Yes, don't wait for the market to be ready. Bring in change and solve the problem first. Start the research as a team and involve the clinician from the very beginning. This is all for the first chapter of the book, Inventing Medical Devices. Stay tuned to our channel because in the next video, we will be sharing 5 common misconceptions about medtech innovations with practical case studies and facts, and also what kind of a timeline does it require in your entire medical innovation journey. Thank you so much. Please like, share and subscribe to My Stamps.